It's true. No rest for the weary. By the three! Argonians sure take their time. You'd think he was an artist the way he treats this farm.
Almost finished with this row. Crops aren't looking too bad, considering everything that's happened.
Hello there! Please, can you help? Stars above. Finally, someone with a bit of sense to them. Please, traveler, help out a fair trader, aye? Bloody Argonians! That's what happened. A gang of mad lizards, hissing and spitting their crazy chants. They stole every flask of my stock and fled up to the cave on the hill. I'm a brave mer. I'll walk the ashlands. But I'm not suicidal. How do you think? I'm a respected trader with the Darkvale Trading Costa, one of the largest importers and exporters in the Southern Isles. Get those potions back, and I'll make it worth your while. Don't worry about me. I'll be waiting here with these rented guar, my carts, and the stench of decomposing guards. No rush. One of the largest merchant concerns in the Aldmeri Dominion. The Costa runs trade out of the Isle of Auridorn. I was sent here by my masters to secure a compact with the Dark Elven House Drez. Things have not gone according to plan. The city of Kraganmore. The head of House Drez sent the master traders of Skywatch a missive indicating his interest in commerce. And thus, ever the faithful servant, I am here. I'm not sure what to tell you. When the beast struck our little convoy, I hid beneath the cart. I only came out once they'd gone. I hired these guards to keep me safe, but, well, I find myself wishing I'd contracted a higher class of sellsword.
Reject of Sithis.
Circle around. Move to flank.
Bestow their power upon me.
Can't be too careful when you're picking your enemies.
From the side.
the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Not much longer now. I tried to read that book. The covers were too far apart.
I invite the forces of darkness to bestow their power upon me.
A cool, sweet drink.
The dry-skinned fool saw me taking Daril, so I gave him some. It's poison to their kind.
Where is that half-witted reject of Sithis?
Do we control the Daedra, or do they control us?
Stretch your tail. This watch is mine.
I can't seem to get ahead here.
Move to flank. From the sides.
you're back. Do you have my goods? By the hoary hosts of Oriel, thank you. If I'd arrived in Kraganmore empty-handed, I don't think it would have gone well for me. Go with the thanks of this humble trader and his masters in the Darkvale trading costa. Thanks again for retrieving my wares.
Ho, Outlander! Will you hear my plea? Renegades from my tribe are besieging the Tribunal Temple at Iliath. Our wise woman needs help persuading our Ashkon this is a terrible mistake. If he won't listen, she must. We Ashlanders just don't ignore the advice of our wise women. Our Ashkon defying her wishes? It's wrong. Please, if you can help, seek her north of the temple.
I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be here.
I'm going to enjoy it when the guards throw you out.
Do you come bearing a sword, or are your palms open to the sky? Then you know the shape of the problem. Our Ashkon has laid siege to the Tribunal Temple. He knows I disapprove. He rallied the hot-headed warriors of our tribe while I was meditating. He snuck out while my back was turned. The monks must understand we are not their enemy. Take an offering of herbs and potions. The Ashkon took our store to his camp. His renegades are protecting them. Fight through them. Take the medicine. Deliver it to the temple. Can you do this? He acts against my wishes, but he is still our Ashkan, the patriarch of our tribe. I keep the Kagesh tribe moral and wise. He keeps them safe and strong. He is our right arm and sharpened steel. All his followers are my children. I would have him give up this folly and rejoin us. We should live in peace, far from the houseman. If he won't listen to me, I'll have to step away from his side. So understand me, Outlander. If I must order Zedak's death, I've failed.
I try not to be superstitious. That brings bad luck. 9 times out of 10, the cynics are right.
What is that terrible smell?
I'm sorry. I don't believe I know you. Our wise woman sent you? By Azora, you couldn't have come at a better time. Let me see what you have. I'll take the herbs to Curate Brethis. As for you, there are many injured soldiers here. Take the drafts and use them on the dying. Meet me in the main temple complex. It's up the stairs to the southwest. I'll be speaking with Curate Brethis. Brethis is supposed to be wise for a houseman. Surely I can get him to see reason, even if this guar-brained ordinator won't.
The curate insists I treat this heretic like an ambassador. I don't know why. Those are her people outside screaming for our blood. I'd rather cut her head off and kick it over the wall to her barbarian kin. That would send a message.
Just keep breathing. I'm weakening. I'll be alright. I've had worse.
Too weak to move. How long can I last like this? Over here! I feel so weak.
Who dares take my ashes? I am beaten. You have my aid.
Feel so faint.
This work isn't going to do itself.
Another stranger in my temple? You must be the Ashlander's chosen emissary. Though violence still threatens our sanctuary, I am grateful. I know Hedrana, and I know we both desire peace. What can we do to gather it in our arms? There's a long history of bad blood between the Ashlanders and our order. Hedrana and I can't impose peace on our followers, however we might feel. If we could stem the tide of violence, even for a moment, who would respond? The Pact holds the Covenant at bay. The only troops they've sent are their wounded and dying. You've helped the grievously injured, but wounded soldiers can't protect us. There is still a source of power left to us, the Tribunal. Perhaps the three will show us a way through these trying times. Go to the sanctuary on this floor and pray at the shrine. Perhaps the Tribunal will answer you.
I am glad Brethys understands the wise woman's good intentions. Now, if only everyone would see as they do. We've been fighting with the Housemen for centuries. I suppose fear is to be expected.
Ah, it's you again. The child whose soul was stolen. My lady Almalexia is grateful for the aid you gave disciple Sildras. My lady has many responsibilities to her children. Is Iliath more important than the Covenant invasion? Than Molag Bal's schemes? Than a mother struggling to give birth in Mournhold? Or a father praying for his sick child's life in Sedanin? Even if they do attack, everyone here will still die someday. Even you, child. One night, you will close your eyes and never return to Tamriel. The Tribunal does not offer immortality, nor does it shield the reverent from the trials of life. Ah, now that is a wiser question. Almalexia bids me to say this. Go to the chapel below this temple. Take ashes from the urns of Narathran and Faryon. Scatter them in the eternal flames beneath the northern and southern towers. The Ordinators will appear before you. You must earn their respect. Long ago, Narathran and Faryon were guard captains who gave their lives to defend Iliath. Defeat them in combat, and they'll aid in your defense of Iliath. Suppose a Mer asked you for aid against an enemy he could not defeat alone. If you can defeat him in battle, he's weak, and he wants you to solve problems for him. If he can defeat you, he's strong, and his need is genuine.
calls me. Stand and fight! Hold. I will help defend the walls.
Who dares take my ashes? You have my aid.
Merciful healing mother, what is that dreadful noise? Truly, the three have touched this temple. The spirits of past ordinators now guard our walls. Peace at last. Now, if only... Wait, who is that?
Curate! Curate! I'm busy. Ashlanders have tunneled under the walls. We're all doomed. Alexia, save us! The Ashlanders are inside the temple. They've broken through an old storage tunnel under the hillside. We'll all be killed! They got in behind the temple building to the southwest. Ordinator Nethys has taken command of its defenses. Even with the spirits and healed soldiers, I fear we'll be overrun. This is a fight for us.
Please, there's another way. It doesn't have to end like this. Not with another slaughter. Not with more blood between us. They attack because they don't know Hedrana disapproves. I'd hope to avoid this, but there's no choice. I would like to give you an artifact. Hedrana gave it to me as a last resort. I don't know. The wise woman spoke into it. When you activate it, her image appears and repeats what she said. If you use it near Zidak's Ashlanders, they should let you pass. Our Ashkan acts against the wishes of our wise woman. If his duplicity was known to our people, they'd never trust him again. It would destroy him. He does what he thinks is best for us. It's difficult to explain to outsiders. The Ashkan is the father of our tribe. Would you want to learn that your father is a liar? That he puts his desire for revenge above your family's safety? I admire your strength. If I couldn't trust my father's wisdom, I'd feel lost. Where would I turn for counsel? I'm sorry, this isn't your concern. She didn't say. I've seen similar devices in collections of dwarven relics. I don't know why the wise woman would have such a thing. The dwarves were sinful people who wallowed in selfish curiosity. Our Ashkan acts. He does what he... I'm glad you do. It's not easy for me to explain. It's a
We're all doomed.
You've done much to help us, but all may yet be undone. The storage tunnel is just behind the temple. Seek out Ordinator Nethys. He'll be leading...
That's still a crime, and there's a bounty for it. I'm tempted to look the other way, but I can't. Somebody get a guard. This fetcher broke the law.
What do you want?
Ah, it's you. Good. We need someone here who can get things done. We've repelled the Ashlanders' first assault. It's only a matter of time before they launch another one. I have to give them credit. Breaching the tunnel was a creative approach. Fortunately for us, the Ashlanders are lousy engineers. The support beam's holding open the breach. I can hear them cracking from here. It would be easy to knock them down, if you had the tools to do it. The temple monks do a good deal of manual labor here, gardening and such like. Look in their quarters. Those outbuildings back behind the temple, a pickaxe would work. You're right, it's not the safest plan. That's why we'd like you to weaken the supports, not knock them down outright. If you can use a bit of finesse, they won't collapse before you hit the last one. I think that's obvious. You need to get out as fast as you can.
Spread out!
Heed me, Kargish warriors. I bid you let this one pass unharmed. Heed me, Kargish warriors. I bid you let this one pass unharmed. Heed me, Kargish warriors.
His fate was such that
I bid you let this one pass unharmed.
Flank, now!
Heed me, Kargish warriors. I bid you let this one pass unharmed.
Scatter!
Heed me, Kargish warriors. I bid you let this one pass unharmed. Heed me, Kargish warriors. I bid you let this one pass unharmed.
one-nothing dog! You one-nothing dog! To me, warriors! Have I offended the
You really do want to help. An outlander willing to give us a chance. Well, wonders never cease. Zadak's fatal flaw was rage, not cowardice. Now there is no male in our tribe fit to take his place. Some of the housemen at the temple want revenge. They will hunt our people, so Tyrannot and I are leaving. We'll quit this place soon and disappear into the wastes again. The housemen will hunt us. They always do, but they won't catch us. Bid farewell to Tyrannot if you wish. May your kills be quick and many, traveler. We'll quit this place soon.
It's all going wrong. The cycle has begun anew with hate and bloodshed. Curate Brethys wanted peace, but the others... I had to run. What happened in the cave? Where is the Ashkan? He'll be mourned. He was the father of us all. In spirit, I mean. I wish he could have let go of his anger. I hated seeing him like that. To you, what passes between Ashlanders and House Dunmer is distant news. They oppress us. When we go to market, they spit on us and call us heretics. When we pass, they draw their children inside. If our men are beaten or our women assaulted, the first question the Ordinators ask is, what did you do to provoke this? Last year, the Ashkan's daughter was murdered. The attackers were known, but the Ordinators did nothing. When her brother complained, they slit his throat. It's all going wrong. He'll be mourned. To you, what passes between Ashlanders and House Dunmer is distant news. They oppress us, we retaliate. For you, it's all rather abstract, but we have to live with it every day. When we go to market, last year the Ashkan... It's all going wrong. He'll be mourned. To you, what passes between Ashlanders and House...
Hello, friend. Ah, excellent. Welcome to Ash Mountain. Mind the lava now. Ha ha!
Soldier, report. What brings you to Ash Mountain? Did Holgen send you?
Isgramor, guide your blade. Ha!
What is it?
Thank you again, traveler.
Can you feel it on your snout? The thunder is building. I believe there are others in the Ashlands who could use my skills. Maybe...
It's almost funny. I've never seen Father frightened before. He even corrected Great Vivek once. Thank...
Back in Skyrim, mountains know their place. They don't explode and endanger our daughters. Ha! Bad blood. I thought everyone knew that. Back before the Ebonheart Pact was formed, dark elves enslaved Argonians. They raided the Black Marsh and brought the captives up here to work. Sure, but the bigger problem is the Dunmer. They used to be lords and masters until the pact was formed. Now, all of a sudden, the Argonians are free and everyone is equal. Ha! Spoken like a courtier. You know, just saying everyone is friends doesn't make it so. Forming the pact was a battle, and there are still many sides to it.
You have the Kwama cap? I will not touch it. Yet. Please, take a piece to each of my students. They understand what must be done, and war has wounded this land. Now it is our turn to sacrifice, so the plane can heal.
Look at that sky. Get you some...
Welcome, traveler. Yes, my body will perish, but my soul will become one with the trees of...
I'm free, thanks to you.
I stand ready to assist Risa. Yes, and I am grateful. When we meet in the next world, tell me how beautiful the land.
They are brave, my acolytes. Now it comes to me. Our blood will... I will make this gift, this sacrifice. Trees, plants...
Back in Skyrim, mountains know their place.
Welcome to the Harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right...
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study.
The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals... I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colovian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Varen was not truly a dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. The dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest. Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of. Each of the Five Companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role. You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard Swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged. The Therns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to... Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual.
I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Marco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh! Forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Marco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Ankle. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs, Marco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Marco and delivered to... Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands... When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Marco got word of my interests and abducted. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Marco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known... Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds, and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw Nan into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel. Lord of brutality and domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plain meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vestige. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up, as you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is you, and there is so much to do. But know this, we must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must... Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precisely. Marco's agents weave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light.
For more information, use /roll. At bunnii rawse rolls 34 out of 1 to 100.
The time is now. Seat me by the cliffs outside Devon's Watch. Hurry.
Honor to you, traveler. Name's Naril. I'm guessing you're new in town and need some work. You may have heard Stonefalls is under attack. This may...
look at this. If it isn't the scamp I sent to clear out... This is a gathering of the Undaunted, and you're about to become one of us. Hope your ears are ready to bleed. Put it together, Mutts! We've got a new scamp that's ready to risk life and limb for glory! And I say, we welcome the scamp as only we know how!
I could always use an assistant, or a scribe to record my exploits.
I think the new blood could help me in the privy. I'm not supposed to lift anything heavy.
You're looking pretty
Poor Varlin.
I propose a toast to the newcomer.
Hear, hear! A toast!
Aye! A toast and a song!
Hear, hear!
To those who
love
fall
you
in
guys.
battle to the new scamp, how shameful it must be to look upon that ugly face as the last thing you see.
To those who fall in love with the scamp, for they have sacrificed so much for so little.
To the new scamp's blacksmith. Unused swords rarely need repair.
Fine toasts, one and all. Now, for the song.
Who knows no fear of beast or blade?
Undaunted! Undaunted!
Who knows no fear of Daedric plains?
We are undaunted!
Who knows no fear of death, of age?
Undaunted! Undaunted! We are undaunted! Not bad. For a bunch of half-wit drugs. Ha! Take pride in being undaunted, scamp. Your deeds will live on long after your body fails. What are you looking at? The song. And we're done. You are now... That's all there is to it. Welcome to the fold, scamp. You may one day have as many notches in your axe as I do. Now, what do you get? How about unending glory? Indeed, Undaunted always ask for more. More danger, more treasure. But we take care of our own. We know how to... What should you do? You're undaunted. Go kill something. Heard a rumor that some goblins in Varanus took over a cave. Been causing a nuisance for some dark elves. Place is called Fungal Grotto. What should you do? You're undaunted.
Riches and wealth pale in comparison to hard-earned glory. These scales have been hacked and hewn for years. Only rarely have they been greeted with cheer and cold air.
Can't you see I'm eating? You young scamps always come to Felvin for advice. Just give me the money. Ah, there we are. As for that advice...
Look, I've got clean socks.
As an Undaunted, I seek to better myself. But I'm afraid there is little left in this world to challenge. You realize asking about challenges is not the same as facing them. There is a cave network in Daggerfall called Spindleclutch, supposedly infested with giant spiders and other foul creatures. There are rumors that an undead elf king is imprisoned somewhere beneath the Isle of Oridon, and that his watchers are more tortured than he is. You realize asking about challenges is not the same as facing them.
Hello, stranger. Just talking about the giant rats around here. Hector, the...
There is an urgent task. Comrade, I have an urgent message for you. Guildmaster Sees All Colors would like to see you as soon as possible. She said the journal has revealed something about the Vivikin. You can find her in the hall in Mournhold, comrade. May the 8th. No idea. Word around the hall is that she's been working day and night on some mysterious project. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. Fine goods for sale.
What is it?
Somerset's days of isolation are over. You ought to visit someday. You'll never find...
I can fit you. We even have a spare hammock. Let's go.
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Malborn have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the fuss is about.
I don't think we've met, comrade. I handle all special contracts involving the worm cult. Dark anchors are everybody's problem, no matter your political leaning. Some tree minders approached our Shadowfen chapter. Though they've seen no evidence of the worm cult, they've dreamt it for some time. For my own peace of mind, head to Shadow...
Good to see you again, comrade. You recall our encounter with Dosha, yes? Yes, we called in several favors to do it, but we've cracked her code. In service to her Dark Master. We're not sure, but it seems to have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus her notes mentioned. Mizenelt is far from here, but I've prepared a portal that will carry us across Tamriel. What do you say, comrade? Venture with me into the unknown? I will open the portal. Takes just a moment. Here we go. Dosha was no scholar. She did nothing idly. The river has brought us here for a reason. A holdfast of the Dwemer, the dwarves. We're somewhere in Hammerfell, I think, near the South Dragontail Mountains. Or so Dosha's notes say. Why does the river take us anywhere? The Dwemer built complexes all throughout northern Tamriel. My guess is that we're at this ruin for a treasure of some kind. If just any dwarven ruin would do. There are closer places than Mazen. If I did, I'd be the wisest woman in Tamriel, comrade. No, no one knows what made the dwarves disappear. Dosha kidnapped our comrade, Merrick. She intended to harvest his soul for Molag Bal, in service to a plan involving this Mortum Vivicus. And then, of course, many things. The journal spoke of this place, but it also spoke of terrible things. Things I wish I could a treasure of some kind. A potent weapon, or an epic spell. Dosha respected only one thing. Dosha knew of this place, and so others do as well. If we don't retrieve whatever it is, others will come. And it must have something to do with that a holdfast of the Dwemer, the dwarves. We're somewhere in Hammerfell, I think, near the South A treasure of some kind. The last days of the Dwemer were endless war. Their mages raced to perfect ever more esoteric spells, ever more powerful weapons. Perhaps the origins of the Vivicus. Dosha knew of this place, and so others do as well. If we don't retrieve whatever it is... What in Nern?
The undead are close behind us. We must hide the remains of the weapon. Now!
Those were ancient ones. Aliens in a Dwemer ruin. What went on here? Blades ready, comrade. These constructs know no mercy.
Damn it. Corino is dead. The weapon will be
No,
lost forever.
there's still hope. Osterrand will have to do it.
Oblivion, take you. I can't.
We can still succeed. But you'll have to enact the sacrifice, my friend.
Without a soul in the crystal, there will be no way to repair the weapon. It must be done, Osterrand.
A sacrifice? What did they come here to do? The skill it took to craft these constructs. Amazing. Just think what this place must have looked like in the time of the Dwemer.
Barely survived the last wave. Balasha's injured. We'll never hold against the dead and the constructs.
Osterrand is right. You need time. I'll lead the dead away, down another branch in the tunnels.
Nanath, don't. You'll never survive the swarm.
If my death buys you the time it needs. For Deladil and Meridia!
Giving yourself willingly to the river's current. Noble. Doshia was no scholar. Doshia was no scholar. Doshia was no... More wonders. And a split in the path. Which way shall we go, comrade? A moment. This may be crucial.
My love, Osterond, if you're going to do it, you have to do it now. I'm dying.
I can't. Don't die on me, Valasha. I can't do this.
You must, my love. Or Molag Bal has won.
It's what she wants, Osterand. This is why we came here. Do it!
Goodbye, my love. My Valasha.
Valasha's journal remains. Perhaps it will shed more light on what's going on here. Another journal? Amazing it's still the water begins to clear. 2 cities, 1 warship's Meridia. The other, Molag Bal. Abagarlis, the city of the dead, creates a relic to strike at the Meridians. Just so. These ancient ones steal into the heart of the enemy with this crystal weapon. They stop the ritual, and their king ends the dark rule of Abagarlis. You have the right of it. They sought to hide their prize. But the priestess of Meridia first gave her life. She relit the crystal... Yes, comrade. The journals also speak of a tome. Instructions for creating the weapon. The crystal heart of the weapon and the means to construct it lie here somewhere in these ruins. And still more active constructs.
I can't hold them. You have to go.
I'm not leaving you.
We died when we agreed to this quest. We just kept walking a while. Hide the crystal. Hide the tome. Go!
Such bravery in the face of certain death. The dwarves were quite creative for such a godless race. Perhaps...
A dead centurion. A fitting resting place for my Balasha. Now just have to hide the tome. What? No!
The crystal is in that steam centurion. We must destroy it! Well done. Now, to leave this place. We've succeeded where that withered root dosha failed, comrade. Here, I will open a portal for us to take the crystal and the tome. Give them to Merrick, and he can begin learning what it will take. I have something I must attend to, comrade. The knowledge we have gained here has flooded my mind. I must...
Wait for her to leave. I must speak with you.
I'll see you down the river, comrade.
Please, speak with me. I have only a moment to talk. You're in danger. Danger I can't fully comprehend. Someone close to you has plans. Plans for both of us. Plans to betray you.
The 8th provide all the protection I need, but I do look good in heavy armor.
Welcome back from the depths, comrade. Guildmasters, thank you. I'll begin my research straight away. You'll be the first we contact once I know the details. In the meantime, see...
You're starting to make quite a name for yourself, you know. Just be sure not to be too noticeable. The Academy turns out the best leaders and mages in the world.
Fate summons you, champion. Will you answer its call? Greetings, champion. Laramil the Wise sent me to find you on behalf of Hermaeus Mora, the Daedric Prince of Fate and Forbidden Knowledge. Disaster looms over both his... In Hermaeus Mora's realm of Apocrypha, there is a door that must not be opened. A secret, forgotten for millennia. But a Dremora named Torvasard remembers. He is... I am but a messenger. My task is to set you upon the path. Seek out Laramil the Wise in the Outlaw's Refuge. Laramil the Wise awaits you amid the outcasts and exiles of this city. We who are chosen to serve the Goldeneye are often regarded with fear and suspicion in these lands. It is better to... I am but a scholar, a seeker of truth. I belong to an order called the Sodality of the Eye. I would hardly call myself such a thing. Hermaeus Mora is indifferent to the worship of mortals. Laramil, she is a scryer of hidden things, a high elf blessed with the rare talent to perceive the threads of fate. She is not...
Take pride in your work, I always say.
Welcome to the Flaming Nyx, our fire pit.
I love this place.
Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. When elves lost and learned to man, Akatosh gave the stone.
Why does anyone care what I do? It's not like any of you are the... I can't stand any more bureaucracy. I'm tired of standing in lines and filling out forms. Let the registrar do whatever paperwork he likes, but I'm done with it. Well, when you put it that way, I guess I could wait a little.
Maybe you can convince Ravila. She's...
I think Ravila should be allowed to do what she wants. We're all free now.
Hold! Speak to me before entering Mournhold, citizen.
Welcome to Mournhold, capital city of the Ebonheart Pact. We track all visitors. Upon arrival, everyone must... Deshaun has become a chaotic, dangerous place. Why shouldn't we instill a degree of order in our most prominent city? Speak with Registrar Revel in the city center. Take the stairs up to the central building, and you should find him in the courtyard there.
I've been waiting for this my entire life.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Me too, Lee.
Tell me, how did your invitation arrive? In the claws of a bird of prey? In the fist of a... What do you mean, what do I mean? Your invitation to attend Shadastula, of course. We're waiting to depart for Shadastula, the Academy of Magic. The Academy sends invitations to only the most promising mages.
What? Never seen a Nord who could use... I know you want to help the Nord culture. Hail! I am Rigert the Brash. I lead our glorious expedition for Nord cultural exchange to the Dark Elves. Excuse, please, Dunmer. The proper term for puny ones is Dunmer. Small, I mean, not puny. Must remember, talk slower and louder. Let me start over. I am Rigert. We're brand badly. The Registrar makes us wait by this giant smelly toadstool while our gifts of culture, art, and religion gather dust. Thank you for helping our glorious expedition for Nord cultural exchange. Hopefully the Registrar will call soon. Ha! Good joke! Rigert can't wait to use it on the Dark Elf Ambassador. Now, which glorious item can I tell? That is a top-notch cultural relic. A heart of the wild. Take it to the monastery called Muthnar. Thanks! And remember to speak loudly. You're a...
Please wait outside. We'll be with you as soon as we can.
We have such lovely flowers here. I can think of a...
My heart is heavy.
We've been standing out here for hours. Prissy little elves with their prissy little rules.
Are you waiting to see the registrar too? You're not the only. I stopped keeping track yesterday. Now I'm just using the many ways I'm going to make that registrar suffer.
I just want to finish this and find them.
Why do we have to wait? What's taking...
I just returned from business outside.
The registrar's...
Why do we have to wait for the registrar?
...are beginning to spoil in their carts. You haven't heard the last of this.
I bring an urgent message from Rhea Opacarius, Chief Oracle of the Twilight Queen Azura. Best discuss that with Rhea. Too many eyes and ears here. She awaits you in the cloudy...
I erect the spine of welcome. Welcome to the... I erect the...
Fine goods at fair prices.
Come, do your trading here.
Where do you think you're going? We're in line here. You and everyone else shoving their way into the city. I know. You have a weapon, and you're more powerful than a dozen. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings! We've heard that you were instrumental in helping the refugees off of Bleakrock. Yes, of course. I have orders from the Tribunal Temple to register you and grant you access to the city immediately. Yes, I already said that. Weren't you listening? It's a rare honor to receive an audience with the Sacred Lady. I'm terribly sorry. I can't...
I pray that you will help us.
Straight over here. You have the look of someone who deals in gold and blood. We seek to right an injustice, but we can't do it alone. Until the Pact set us free, we were the property of the Volek. Help us get revenge for generations of slavery. Find Bettina Volek, lure her to her family's townhouse, bring her there, and we will have our revenge. The Volek daughter can be found at the nearby inn. Look for her there. Each of the Voleks has been dealt with, one way or another. Bettina is the... Taste the breeze and I had an egg daughter. Eyes that glint. The Voleks worked her to death. Their own daughter must pay for that.